Hey guys.
Hey,
Hi.
Destiny. Hey, Nat.
Hi, Ty. Hi, Dusty. I missed you guys.
I miss you
Yes,
guys so much. And we miss
incredibly.
all of you out there. We hope you're ready. Get your wine glasses now because tonight is all about you. It's Self Care Friday. So let's cheers to that.
Cheers
Cheers to
to
self
Self
care.
Care Friday.
Woo!
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
mm,
Mm,
Mm. Mm.
ooh, this is good.
so
What are
good.
you drinking, Nat?
So I'm drinking champagne, which
Mhm.
is Freshenet. I don't know if you guys can see the label. Why are you
Wait,
laughing?
because you said what did you call it?
Freshenet.
Now,
Is that not
when
what
I
it says?
no, I see Frexonet.
Frexenet.
Frexonet.
Girl, no,
Frexonet.
stop. Stop, stop.
No, no,
Mm-mm. No.
that's what it
Freshenet.
says.
So you,
That's just
Frexonet.
not in English.
honey, you gotta ask le français. Comment allez-vous?
Oh,
Mm.
Parlez-vous
uh,
français?
oui,
Freshenet.
je m'appelle Destiny.
Oui,
Comment
ou
t'appelles-tu?
je t'aime. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
je t'adore you.
Anyway, so I'm having
I
that
can't.
with some blackberries in it because
I
I do
love
like
that.
Ooh, I love the
Yeah.
blackberries.
So what yes, when I do self-care and doing things for myself and my alone
Mhm.
time, it's my champy and that's my
Mhm.
go-to champy. And I
Okay.
love it. What are
All
you drinking,
right.
Tyrone?
I decided to go Italian, bubbly, prosecco, because
Ooh.
I know how to pronounce that. And I went
You
to
go. Mm-hmm.
Total Wine, got me a magnum of La Vostra.
Oh,
They
excuse
sell the
me.
smaller bottles. Smaller bottles are like
Mm.
11. This one is 22. I'm like, might as well like double the
See,
size,
you're
just
so
handle one
smart.
bottle.
Yeah.
I really need this self-care Friday, girl. And
Oh, God.
my favorite drink with bubbly is Aperol Spritz. But
Mhm.
I also found this Aperix, which is literally like, a more budget-friendly Aperol, and it's very similar, also from Italy. This is self-care for me right
So
now.
what does
So
Aperol taste like? What's
it's like
Aperol?
orange, but a bit bitter. And I do like bitter. Like I like those
Oh,
tastes. So
yeah.
then,
Mm.
it's just so refreshing. And usually you serve this in like a glass, with a bunch of ice, and then like on a hot summer day, Italians drink it like, oh yum, soda. It's like
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah. So I love it. I really do.
Ooh.
What about
Well,
you, Destiny? What you drinking?
to keep with the bubbly theme, I have prosecco also, and I went with an
Nice.
Italian prosecco because no one does prosecco like the Italians.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Bel Posto. I like
Yeah.
it.
That's different. I've never heard of them.
Nice.
Yeah, Taste of Italy. I found this at Publix. It's an extra dry sparkling wine,
Mm.
prosecco, but it's
Mm.
Bel Posto is a beautiful place, and it's wines that you want to share with the spectacular beauty of all that's within Italy's regions. That's what it says. It's
Love it.
really good. I'm actually having a peach Bellini. So I had it with a
Ooh.
little bit of peach
Ooh.
puree. And that's what I like. For me, when it comes to self care, I like a little bit of sweet because I'm a little sweet. So I like that with my
Just a little.
prosecco. Just a
I know
little
she's
bit,
a lot
just
of
a little
sweet.
bit. So if you guys out there are wondering why we're all wearing our robes, it's because our stylist got fired.
And who you think got fired her?
Girl, who else?
Who else?
Seriously though. No, who else? Who else? But on a serious note, we're actually wearing our robes because this episode is about self-care. And what's more comforting than being all wrapped up, having some bubbly, and taking care of your damn self? Like, yes,
Yes,
we're gonna share.
Yes.
Yes, We're going to share some of our self-care routines and also why it's extremely important to have them.
Before I get too into talking about self-care and my meditations and walks on the beach, I'm gonna go ahead because I just washed my face with my oh my God, I love self-care with my favorite cleanser, which is by Peter Thomas Roth. And you can find this in Ulta. It is an anti-aging cleansing gel. And I absolutely love it. This is my favorite facial cleanser, and it has grapefruit and arginine in it. I love it. But
Ooh, I love
before
grapefruit.
yes, before we get into all of that, I need to put my toner on. This is the when it comes to self-care, I am big into my facial routines, especially my morning and my nighttime routine. So before I get into all of that, I'm just going to put on some of my toner, which is by Fenty. It's my favorite because this toner has a little bit of thickness to it, and it really allows it to soak into the skin. Now, what you got going on over there? What you doing?
So I'm in the process of putting on one of my favorite facial peel off masks. And it's 24 karat gold by Pure Aura. It's really awesome. And then I have a charcoal one by the same company. Desi actually gifted these to me, and I love them. And guess what? I was today years old when I found out that you can use a freaking brush to put your mask on.
Yes.
And avoid messiness. Like, I had no idea. I've always been using my hands and like it just gets
okay.
just paint it on like a canvas.
Yeah.
A canvas
I love
of beauty.
I'll
So
show you.
And look, and this little brush was like one of those like cosmetic like freebies that you get wherever. So it's like so much easier now.
This is my mask brush. I love it. I love it. And
oh my God, I need one of those.
Do they have mask brushes?
Yes, and they have some silicone ones that it doesn't have the brush part. It's just silicone, and it's a flat. They have them at Ulta. I've seen them, but this is a cool little self-care gadget for masks. Also, this is for when you want to remove it, and you put your hand in here. It's a little like a little glove, and you just put your hand in there, and you make sure it's wet, and you remove the mask from your face.
I am clearly
so
still
awesome.
in the 80s.
I love this.
Yeah,
So
seriously, I'm not this advanced.
Oh,
I didn't even know
look
they
at
had
this.
so much stuff like that.
This is my favorite subject. These, I got this in Ulta too. These are makeup remover cloths. They're so, and you can wash
well,
them,
that's very
and they feel
eco.
so soft. Yes, very good for the environment.
Because you know they sell those wipes, which you know go
because
Rihanna
yelled at us for using the wipes.
Yes.
Good.
I listened to Rihanna.
Me too.
But Nat, so like when you think of self-care, like what is like the first thing that pops in your head?
So like for me, like, okay, you guys, we're doing all this like stuff to make our outside beautiful, and that's all fine and good, but self-care to me means making your inside beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So how I take care of my inside and working on myself is through music. I mean, you guys have seen it season through season is music.
Yeah.
Music is my therapy. Like as a, whenever I want to unwind or wind it up, I like to listen to music. And it helps me to get through the emotions that I'm trying to get through. You have like angry music or sad music or happy music. So it helps you work through those emotions. So I feel like The arts
Oh,
are
yeah.
just such a perfect way for self-care, you know?
I
And
completely agree.
yeah.
I agree as well. Music is everything for me when I'm going on my walks first thing in the morning. I mean, it's such an amazing experience for me every morning to start a fresh, brand new day with an awesome playlist and a walk down the boardwalk. And people don't know if I'm going to show up and dance down the boardwalk or if I'm going to sing down the boardwalk. I don't know what
You
type of
got
day
your
it's going to
own
be.
one-person show going
Yes,
But
on.
guess
I
what?
do.
By them watching you dance, it makes them happy. You know what I
Yes,
Oh
mean?
my
for
God, yes,
sure.
it
For
does.
You're
You
sure.
brighten their
steady,
day. No doubt.
you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
No doubt.
And I'm sure you're
That
on
is
a
so
couple
awesome.
people's TikToks or Instagram stories.
Right. Like, look at this
Only in
person. But
Florida.
you know what? Only only in Florida. But there are so many people out there on their roller skates, and I'm sure they're thinking and doing the same thing I am. And I'm just so glad that they're giving to themselves first thing in the
Yeah.
morning as
Right.
well.
For
Um,
sure.
Yeah.
Ty, what are you doing over there? What are you putting on?
I am actually applying this pumpkin mask
Ooh.
from Clarity RX.
Mm-hmm.
So there's supposed to be like, less chemicals and stuff. I wouldn't really call it organic though. But it's called Peel Away the Years because it's anti-aging and we all know I need all the help I can get.
Oh,
Um,
please, you're greedy.
but it's an
Exactly.
enzymatic mask. So it kind
Uh-huh.
of like eats at the dead layers of skin. And I really like
Ooh,
this one
I
a
need
lot. I
that.
really do.
Nice.
And it does, and it smells like, so like, I know pumpkin is like a little basic, but it
Mm-hmm.
smells really good. That pumpkin smell is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But like Nat was saying, like self-care is not just like, pulling out the moisturizers and stuff, even though it helps.
Right.
Like for me, I would say like self-care has to do with disconnecting. And
Mm.
what I mean by that is like I'll literally just like go to the beach or a park or like some kind
Oh
of
yes.
cityscape like by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's
and
beautiful.
I am disconnecting. Like I'm not with anybody, I'm not talking to anybody. Like I'm literally like kind of like taking a little escape. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like when I'm in one of those things, like I'll find like a little hole in the wall or a small restaurant. I'll pop in and I'll like, sit at one of those really tiny tables and eat by myself and I enjoy it so much. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just self-care for me is just really enjoying things. Like no matter how small or big they are, just enjoying them by myself.
Being
It's
in
just
the
like
moment,
me. And it's a
connecting
little
with
me.
yourself.
It is
Yeah,
me,
Whatever
but then I
that's
don't have to
makes you
worry
happy.
about,
right.
yeah, right. And I know some people it's like, at first like eating alone was a bit intimidating, but I was enjoying it so much that I just didn't care anymore. So
Right.
that for me is self-care. And dancing, girl,
Oh
dancing
yeah.
in
Ooh,
the shower, in my house, in my backyard, at the club when before COVID. Like
mhm.
that is definitely my self-care. Like just let it unwind.
I'm
Just
So
let
gonna
it
you
unwind.
guys, my mask is
But in the
dry.
meantime,
mhm.
I'm a disconnect, go to the beach,
Mhm.
swim in the waves by myself, and just
Yeah.
Dance in the water.
disconnect from like people, but connect to like everything else around me. I don't know if that
To,
makes sense. Like
to the
that is self-care
universe.
to me.
Yes.
Yes, to just life. Yeah,
Yeah, I love
I
that.
love that. I love
yeah.
that time. I love
Oh,
that. It's very much so being present and being just connected with yourself. And I talk about that. I've talked about that in past podcasts about that first thing in the morning when I wake up. You have that need to connect with someone, something. And that's when I put my hand on my chest and say, "Good morning, thank you, I love you." And I make that connection with the higher self. Um,
right.
it's so important, and it it feels good. It feels good.
It feels
I love that.
magnificent. Like sometimes if
Yes.
I'm in my backyard and it's like the sunlight is right and it's a nice breeze and there's like blue skies and clouds, like I will just literally stare at leaves dancing in the wind for like a good minute or
Mm.
two and just like zone out and just be
That's
like,
cute.
this is what life should be. Leaves dancing in
Hmm.
the wind against a beautiful blue sky. Like that's it.
Yes.
I don't need the complexity of everything else. So that's and I need that. So that's why I call it self-care.
Self
Because you're in your
care.
brain too much, not good.
This has been so much fun. I love this.
Yes,
I love self care. It's my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do. And it's my
same.
favorite thing to do with you guys and everybody out there. I hope you guys had fun too.
Yes.
Self care is the best care. So make sure you're
Yeah.
taking care of you. We love you. Thanks for joining us.
Yay.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Until next time.